All 11 episodes of Demon Slayer Season 3, ranked from worst to best. Demon Slayer's thrilling third season has ended. With iconic moments and epic battle scenes, here's every Swordsmith Village episode ranked. Demon Slayer's third season has ended, and it contained many exciting episodes that can measure up with the best of what came before. While some of these episodes are sure to go down as classics, not all of them deserve such an honor. So how do the Demon Slayer's third season episodes rank against each other? Episodes are ranked according to important moments and visually striking scenes contained within. That does mean that episodes with a fair amount of fighting will automatically rank a bit higher than those without much fighting, however. Not every episode is an amazingly animated fight scene after all, nor should they be, but many of the Swordsmith Village Arc's most important scenes take place during the battle, and that's reflected here. Number 11. A sword from over 300 years ago. The third episode of the Swordsmith Village Arc of Demon Slayer is ranked last. This episode mostly just suffers from where it comes in the arc. The fight for the village's fate only begins at the tail end. It also spends a lot of time with Genya and Muchiro, both of whom are rather hostile towards Tanjiro's attempts to befriend them. Since Genya has had very little screen time and Muchiro is new for Season 3, it just ends up coming across as two strangers being rude to the protagonist. Number 10. Someone's Dream. The Swordsmith Village Arc's first episode started the season off at a very calm point, with Tanjiro still recovering from his battle in the Entertainment District arc. The need to actually recover from injuries is one of the things that sets Demon Slayer apart from some other shonen series, but that doesn't mean it makes a good season premiere. While the episode does start to tease some new plot points, very little of consequence actually happens in this episode. The most exciting moment is getting to see the upper rank 1 demon, Kokushibo, for the first time, which is what keeps it from being ranked last. Number 9. Yorichi Type 0. The second episode of the Swordsmith Village Arc is similarly lacking in action, although it does get a bit of swordplay with the practice dummy. The practice dummy itself is actually fairly impressive, a kind of mechanical puppet with 6 arms that was designed to emulate the first Demon Slayer's incredible fighting style. Kotetsu, a young boy from the village, gets his introduction here, and it was definitely important to set him and his relationships with Tanjiro and Muchiro up early, given his role in the larger plot. Number 8. Love Hashira Mitsuri Kanroji. This is the 10th episode of the Swordsmith Village Arc, well into the battle for the fate of the village. As the title suggests, it focuses heavily on the Love Hashira Mitsuri Kanroji and her backstory. Unfortunately, Mitsuri has one of the worst backstories in the series. While other characters had traumatic encounters with demons that drove them to become demon slayers, Mitsuri simply fell into the job because of her physical strength, a trait which she was terrified would make her unmarriageable. Reducing Mitsuri to a woman seeking a man really impacts her character, and not in a good way. At least it has some nice fight scenes. Number 7. The Mu in Muchiro. The 8th episode of the Swordsmith Village Arc delves deeply into Muchiro's backstory as he begins to regain his memories. Muchiro Taquito's past is a tragic one. He once had a twin brother, his only family after losing their parents. Muchiro's brother is killed by a demon, and Muchiro destroys him for it, even without training. Muchiro does manifest his Demon Slayer mark in this episode, a major achievement which will make more sense in retrospect. Number 6. Aren't You Going to Be a Hashira? Episode 6 in the Swordsmith Village Arc features some amazing fight scenes, as well as a fairly significant revelation about Genya, who is shown to transform and gain demonic powers by eating their flesh. It's both cool and horrific, as Genya is effectively turning the tables on the demons. It also offers Genya's backstory, which happens to double as his brother, Wind Hashira Sanemi Shinazugawa's past as well. Hantengo's emotion demons are a highlight of the season, and they're on full display here as well. Number 5. Awful Villain. This 7th episode of the Swordsmith Village Arc sees the manifestation of Hantengu's hatred, Zohakuten, a formidable opponent with some very cool abilities. Less exciting is the half of the episode focused on Muichiro and Gyoko, as the fighting has ceased, with Muichiro trapped in a bubble of water. This ultimately results in a realization from Muichiro, but the connection that's drawn between Muichiro's father and Tanjiro is a bit tenuous, which weakens the impact. Number 4. Thank You Taquito. Episode 4 of the Swordsmith Village Arc saw the fight just beginning as Hantengo's emotion demons descend on the village. Everyone is still fresh at this point, so they're fighting at an overall higher level. The emotion demons are pure chaos, equipped with interesting abilities and distinctive designs. The battle in this episode is absolutely brutal, with hands being cut off and Nezuko getting a kick through her chest. It's likely the bloodiest that the story got during this season, and it stands out for that reason alone. Number 3. Bright Red Blade. The Swordsmith Village Arc's 5th episode saw one of the coolest moments in the season, where Nezuko used her blood demon art to set Tanjiro's sword ablaze, turning the blade bright red. Anytime Tanjiro gets to use the Hinokami Kagura tends to be awesome, and that's definitely the case here, where he pulls off a stunning triple beheading in one attack. This episode also gives a taste of Mitsuri's fighting style, as well as ending on Genya's demonic reveal, making it easily one of the more important episodes in the season. Number 2. Missed Hashira Muchiro Taquito. The Swordsmith Village Arc's 9th episode involved Muchiro finally getting serious with the Upper 5 demon Gyoko and beheading him at last. Gyoko was extremely depraved even for a demon, so his death is fairly satisfying here. The battle with Upper 4, Hantengu, is also heating up by this point, with the wooden dragons having emerged to battle Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Genya. The episode also sees Mitsuri make her dramatic arrival to aid Tanjiro's crew, so this episode is chock full of amazing moments. Number 1. The Connected Bonds, Daybreak, and First Light. The season finale for the Swordsmith Village Arc easily ranks as the best episode of the season. Not only does it feature Tanjiro's ultimate victory over Hantengu after all the fake-outs, but it also has a major revelation for Nezuko. As the sun comes up and strikes Nezuko, she shockingly doesn't turn to dust the way other demons do. While it initially causes her great pain, it soon becomes apparent that Nezuko can withstand the sun. That's of course major for Tanjiro and Nezuko, but the news also reaches Muzan, meaning he's targeting Nezuko specifically now. The entire story has suddenly shifted such that now everyone has to be concerned for Nezuko's safety. Overall, Demon Slayer's 3rd season was an eventful one that will have major impacts on the story going forward. Demon Slayer's 3rd season setting was interesting, and character moments elevated even the worst episodes. Nothing here is actually bad. It's just that some moments really stand out. Ranking Demon Slayer episodes is always difficult because of that fact, but the Swordsmith Village Arc ultimately continues the quality seen in earlier seasons. Thanks for watching.